Welcome to our YouTube channel A to Z Summary. Here is a detailed analysis and summary of the poem Song of Myself by Walt Whitman. Before proceeding further, I request you to please subscribe our channel and like the video. Also comment your favorite books and novel so that I can provide summary for it. Now let's start with the summary. The themes of the poem are: the literary devices of the poem are: Song of Myself by Walt Whitman is a poem that celebrates the idea of individuality and the interconnectedness of all living things. Whitman, a 19th-century American poet, uses free verse and vivid imagery to express his views on the self and its relationship to the world. The poem is divided into 52 sections, each exploring different aspects of life, nature, and the human experience. Whitman celebrates the diversity of humanity, embracing all races, genders, and classes. He sees himself as a part of everything, finding beauty and significance in every person and every blade of grass. The poem opens with a bold declaration of selfhood: I celebrate myself, and sing myself, and what I assume you shall assume, for every atom belonging to me as good belongs to you. Whitman establishes himself as not just a poet, but a vessel for all humanity, embracing the entirety of human experience. He invites the reader to join him on this exploration, to partake in the universality of his song. As the poem progresses, Whitman delves into the intricacies of his own identity, weaving together personal anecdotes with philosophical insights. He describes himself as a contradiction, a walking paradox, embodying the multiplicity and complexity of human nature. He embraces his physicality, his senses, and his emotions, declaring that every atom of my blood, formed from this soil, this air, born here and here only, holds not one iota that does not belong to me. Whitman's connection to the natural world is a central theme throughout the poem. He finds beauty and inspiration in every aspect of nature, from the leaves of grass that symbolize the interconnectedness of all living things to the stars that burn in the heavens that represent the vastness of the cosmos. He sees himself as a part of this natural order, a participant in the grand cycle of life, death, and rebirth. The poem is not without its darker moments. Whitman confronts the realities of death, pain, and suffering, acknowledging their presence as part of the human experience. However, he never succumbs to despair. Instead, he finds solace in the interconnectedness of all things, believing that even in death, there is a continuation of life's energy. Whitman's celebration of self also extends to the celebration of others. He recognizes the inherent worth and beauty in every individual, regardless of their race, gender, or social status. He proclaims, I loaf and invite my soul, I lean and loaf at my ease observing a spear of summer grass. This simple act of observation, of taking in the beauty of the world around him, becomes a symbol of his acceptance and appreciation for all of creation. Throughout the poem, Whitman's language is marked by its expansiveness and inclusiveness. He employs a wide range of poetic techniques, from metaphors and similes to catalogues and enumerations, to capture the vastness of his vision. His language is often sensual and tactile, engaging the reader's senses and evoking vivid imagery. In the final sections of the poem, Whitman's tone shifts towards a sense of tranquility and acceptance. He has come to terms with his own mortality and the interconnectedness of all things. He declares, I pass death with the dying and birth with the new-washed babe, and am not contained between my hat and boots. He transcends the boundaries of the physical body and embraces the vastness of the universe. The poem concludes with a powerful affirmation of self and a call to unity. Whitman urges the reader, you shall not look through my eyes either, nor take things from me, you shall listen to all sides and filter them from yourself. He encourages each individual to embark on their own journey of self-discovery, to find their own unique perspective on the world. How does Whitman define the self? Whitman defines the self as a fluid, ever-changing entity that encompasses both the physical and spiritual aspects of existence. He believes that the self is not limited by the boundaries of the individual but is rather a part of a larger whole. What is the significance of the poem's title? The title Song of Myself reflects Whitman's bold and unapologetic exploration of his own identity. It suggests a personal and intimate journey of self-discovery, as well as a celebration of the human experience in general. What is the role of nature in the poem? Nature plays a central role in Song of Myself as a source of inspiration, beauty, and spiritual connection. Whitman sees nature as a reflection of the human spirit and a testament to the interconnectedness of all life. What is the poet's attitude towards death? Whitman views death not as an end but as a transformation, a passage into a new and unknown realm. He embraces mortality as a natural part of life and finds beauty in the cycle of birth, death, and rebirth. How does the poem reflect on American identity? Song of Myself embodies the spirit of American democracy and individualism. Whitman's celebration of the self and the interconnectedness of all beings aligns with the ideals of equality and unity that are central to the American experience. What is the significance of the grass in the poem? The grass symbolizes the cycle of life and the continuity of existence. It represents the interconnectedness of all living things. How does Whitman express his views on religion in the poem? Whitman challenges conventional religious notions, advocating for a more personal and direct connection with the divine that transcends traditional religious structures. What are some of the key symbols in the poem? Some of the key symbols in the Song of Myself are grass, the human body, the ocean, and the star. These symbols represent various aspects of the natural world, the human experience, and the interconnectedness of all things. What role does sexuality play in the Song of Myself? Whitman's exploration of sexuality is a celebration of the human body and its natural desires. He embraces the physical and spiritual aspects of human love. What is the poem's overall tone and mood? The poem's overall tone is one of affirmation, joy, and celebration. Whitman's language is often exuberant and optimistic, expressing a sense of wonder and awe at the beauty and complexity of the universe. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more bookish content.